Good morning, sir. I'm Leslie Valerie Tisho, the reporter for today. Our topic is all about School of Linguistics and the major branches of linguistics. Schools of linguistics study language with scientific approach based on data, different perspective approaches since Greek period. There are four basics of school linguistics. First, functionalism. This first school of thought focuses on how language is actually used in everyday life. Those who abide by functionalism look at the language as just another tool for human to use. And those tend to focus on the function language and its different parts have in our lives. The theories of functionalism focus on phonological, semantic, syntactic, as well as the pragmatic functions of language. Functionalism emphasizes the importance of social context, usage, and the communicative function of the grammar, phonology, orthography, and more of a language. Second, structuralism, based on the work of Ferdinand de Saussure of Switzerland. Structuralism is an approach to linguistics that focuses on the idea that languages are fixed systems made up of many different units that connect with each other. This school of thought marked a shift from historical linguistic analysis to non-historical analysis. Later on, other linguists would come to see structuralism as rather out of date. It worked for phonology and morphology, but the theories it proposes don't make as much sense as ones proposed by new schools of thought. Saussure was aware of that fact in his time. He would not be able to get a good understanding of the human brain and so left that to the future linguist. Third, generativism. The work of Noam Chomsky became the basis for the generativism approach to linguistics. It was originally a way to explain how humans acquire language in first place, but soon it came to be used to explain the different phenomena that occur in all natural languages. The generative theory of language suggests that in its most basic form, language is made up of certain rules that apply to all humans and all languages. This led to the theory of universal grammar, that all humans are capable of learning grammar. All of his was developed in the second half of the 20th century with Noam Chomsky taking into account the work of Zelig Hamis as well. Last, cognitivism. The last linguist school of thought on our list emerged in the 1950s as a reaction to generativism. In basic terms, cognitivism says that language emerges from human cognitive processes. It challenges universal grammar by suggesting that grammar is not something that all humans can inherently understand, but rather it is learned by using language. In this sense, it is a bit similar to functionalism. However, the main focus of cognitivism is how language is based on meaning that the mind creates. The major branches of linguistics. Phonology. Phonology is the branch that deals with the systematic or organization of sounds in languages. Phonology is responsible for the abstract and grammatical characterization of sound systems or signs. Traditionally, it has focused on the study of phoneme systems in particular languages, but it can also encompass any linguistic analysis. Either below the word syllable, or others, or at all levels of language where sound is considered structured to convey linguistic meaning. Morphology. Morphology is the study of words, how they are formed in their relationship with other words in the same language. Also, morphology analyzes the structure of words and parts of words such as stems, roots, prefixes, and suffixes. Morphology also examines parts of speech, intonation, and stress, and ways in which context can change the pronunciation and meaning of a word. Syntax. Syntax is the set of rules, principles, and processes that govern the structure of sentences in a given language, specifically the order of words and punctuation. The term syntax is also used to refer the study of such principles and processes. The aim of this branch of linguistics is to discover the syntactic rules common to all language. Phonetics. Phonetics is the branch of linguistics that encompasses the dissertation about the resonances and phonic perceptions of the human language. In the case of sign languages, the equivalent aspects of signs. It refers to the physical properties of speech, sounds, or signals. Its psychological production, its acoustic properties, its auditory perception, and its neuropsychological state. Semantics. Semantics is the linguistic and philosophical study of meaning in language, programming languages, formal language, and semiotics. It deals with the relationship between signifiers such as words, phrases, signs, and symbols. Study that they represent their denotation. Pragmatics. It is the branch of linguistics that rehearses the way in which context bringing meaning in communication. Pragmatics includes speech theory, conversation during interaction, and other perspectives on language behavior in various humanitarian sciences. Pragmatics is the study of how context affects meaning, such as how sentences are interpreted in certain situations or the interpretation of linguistic meaning in context. Thank you.